Hey guys, this is Red Dead Videos, and today, me, Patrick, and Nathaniel gonna be talking about some topics.
Hello, boys and
Some comments
girls.
we got on one of our latest videos.
Yeah, some comments. If you guys want to leave us topics to talk about, write it in the comments, and we'll get to it. Anyways, so a few nice guys left us some comments, and we're gonna talk about what they want us to talk about.
So Robert96 here, he said, have you guys discussed the next Red Dead being a prequel story for John Marston? His life in a gang, etc. That would be pretty cool. Let's just take it around the table here, starting with Mark. What do you think about that? Would you think that would be, quote-unquote, pretty cool?
So, I mean, it would be kind of cool, but I'm gonna have to, I don't know, I kind of disagree with that.
It would be a pretty cool statement.
No, it would be kind of cool. But here's the thing. I feel like we've already heard John Marston's story. I think that he did a pretty good job covering, his past. And personally, I feel like we could just go, we could start fresh with a new character, and it would be a little more interesting. Also, I don't really want to play as John Marston when he's in a gang. I kind of want to play as a good guy. I don't know. That's just me.
Back when he was a D-bag in a gang.
Yeah, exactly.
Killing people and stealing. And
I feel like we've already covered the story. I think we just, get a new story in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely agree that I would like to see a new story. And I would also like to see have a new character where I didn't know what was going to happen to him,
Sure.
Some things we may have already heard in Red Dead, what would happen, and it might give away some bits of the story.
Yeah, it's kind of boring if you know what's going to happen to the character. I mean, a prequel is always kind of cool, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. I just think we've already kind of covered that story, and it'd be nice to move on.
I mean, obviously, it could, I think they're going to do it, really well, no matter what. So if they did it, it might be really cool. Like, they could add more depth to when you go back and play the original Red Dead Redemption, it could even add stuff to that just by the storytelling they do in the prequel. And just maybe add some more depth. So in that, it could be cool. But yeah, I think I would just prefer to start over fresh, personally. So that's sort of our opinion on that.
Thanks to Robert.
So our next question is from Nicholas Dumdrill. And he says, I have something for you guys to make a video of. Do you think in Red Dead 2 they will bring back some characters from Red Dead 1? You guys could talk about, will there be any characters from that game we've seen before from the previous game? So a little unclear, but what I think he's saying is, does he think there's going to be characters from Red Dead Redemption 1 that transfer over to Red Dead Redemption 2 and make cameo appearances?
A little overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, this can relate to the prequel, because we would probably have other characters in the prequel.
We'd have to have other characters in the prequel. Yeah. But even if that wasn't the case and it wasn't a prequel, do you guys think there would be characters, and would you want that?
So I think it would be kind of cool, kind of basically stealing the idea of the other guy. Instead of playing as John Marston again, it's just maybe running into him. Maybe that'd be a mission or something.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I don't really want to have to play as him again. I want to see a new character. But it would be kind of nice to tie back to Red Dead Redemption. And I think that'd be a cool thing to see him. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's set back in time, as long as we're playing as a new character.
Yeah, I think it might be cool if maybe we don't even see him, but we hear about people talking about him.
Right, that's a cool idea.
In a conversation, some guy may know him or something like that.
Right, it doesn't have to be so blunt about just seeing him. It could just be you hear about him.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Rockstar tends to do that sort of stuff. In GTA 5, there was even references to Jack Marston and John Marston and all that.
Right.
Even though they're very subtle, but...
And there was a reference to a player, or a character from GTA 4.
GTA 4, yeah, there's a couple references there. So, I don't know if it'd be in a huge way. You see characters from Red Dead Redemption in, the story that are, interacting with your character and all that. But they're absolutely going to leave little references like that, no matter what.
I think they're definitely going to get the references from the older games, but who knows how much... or how big it will be.
How they're going to affect the story. I don't know.
And I think this is also going to depend on how close in time period it is.
Of course, yeah.
That's true, yeah.
If it's a year later, you might hear more about other characters and maybe even see them.
Right.
But if it's 10 or 20 years later, or 10 or 20 years earlier.
Exactly, yeah.
They're not going to be able to put as much in it.
Yeah, so I think it just depends, but I definitely think we're going to see some sort of references back to Red Dead Redemption 1.
And I'd like to see some returning characters.
Yeah.
It'd be nice, but you never know. So that was our last question.
So just leave more questions in the comments, and we'll be sure to get to those questions and answer them in future videos. So this is Red Dead Videos. See you guys later. Marcello here with Nathaniel and Patrick.
Hey guys.
Hiya.
And today we're going to be talking about the topic of first person in the next Red Dead.